you travel.
Yes, I'd like my short rest.
You've had your short rest, Rick. You travel for
Cheers.
a couple of hours.
I'm feeling much better.
Can you choose for me whether you take a strength check, a constitution check, or a dexterity check?
Who's this? Everyone?
Everyone, yes.
Do we get different ones each, or do we all have to do the
You
same?
can just pick.
Hello?
I'll have a strength check.
All right, make
I'll
your
have a
strength
dex
check. Make your dex check.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, Earl, we can hear you.
Yes. Or are you just singing comfortably
I really
numb?
cannot do anything.
Earl, can you hear us? We can hear you.
Is there anybody in there?
Right, Ethical, strength check.
Does it have to be... Is it on abilities, this, Rich?
Yeah.
Strength of Dex.
Right, so you've reached the T-junction of the Tribal Trail, and then you proceed off towards the inn. The storm gets worse and worse. Lightning and thunder crashes overhead. It starts from a light drizzle to an absolute pour down, and eventually, within very short order, all of your clothes and everything is soaked. From ahead, there's a great crash, and you see this great wall of water, hundreds of feet high, come sweeping towards you. The winds howl and tear at your clothes, and as the waterfall crashes into you, strength. Right, so Rick and Ethical manage to grab onto some trees as the landscape is swept away around them. Shashelian attempts to dodge out of the way, but he's struck by a tree, knocked unconscious. You see his unconscious body floating away in this wall of water, and then Weerab jerks awake. You've had the benefit of a short rest. He goes, and you're still on the trail, and it's just started to lightly rain, Bracy. You're picking up some kind of, because of your connection to nature, psychic emanations about the end of the world. It jerks you awake and you're unable to have a long rest.
Okay, we need to hurry up, lads. Right now.
I'll
let them know what I've done.
As you approach, you get within 10 miles or so of the end. The epicenter of the storm is getting worse. There's the occasional crash of thunder. It's not as bad as it was in your dream or psychic premonition or whatever it was, Bracy.
Okay.
You do get a short rest. I'm going to give you a free short rest. I don't think it'll do anything, but you never know.
No.
Can I meditate while riding?
I guess so.
When we get to the inn, I would just go to a solid or just try and go in as if, nothing's happening and we're just on our way somewhere else and we don't know anything's up.
I could be wrong, but we're not good at subtlety.
After Bracy's horrific nightmare of the end of the world, seeing Dave smashed by a tree and drifting away lifeless, you come along the road, the storm's getting worse, the rain's getting worse, and you hear shouts of help, help from up ahead and around the bend, just conveniently out of earshot, out of sight. It sounds like a human voice, and like I said, the rain's starting to come down now.
We should probably go and check that, but it looks a bit trappy.
Is there a map available, Rich?
There is. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure that everything is in... Everything stands in readiness, my lord. So what do you do? At the moment, you can't hear you can't see anything. You can hear somebody shouting for help, but the turn in the road is blocked by trees and overcast sky and rain.
We don't have a map at the minute, do we? We're not meant to.
We do not. No, not at the moment.
That's all right. It's just not that I'm missing something.
Well, I'm not falling for that, because that's the sort of trick I would pull.
I was going to say, I think we should just... I think there's more at stake than one life. We need to just press on.
Right, well, it's actually from the road up ahead. You hear some booming, thunderous noises and what sounds like the clang of metal on metal. Maybe combat?
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can cast Detect.
Always.
All right. Can you just go, I cast Detect Magic?
No, I'd have to wait 10 minutes, and I thought I'd just say it now.
I'm so cruel. Right, so are you pulling the cart round the corner from the trees?
Yeah, we'll have to, won't we? Yeah.
Right, so as you drive around the corner of the trees, you see a guardsman in the uniform of the Neverwinter military, and he seems to be engaged in ferocious combat with some kind of horrible creature.
Are they the Neverwinter? Is that like along with us?
Yes, that's
we're in their employ.
Yeah, I thought it was
I'll have a gold
Fandland.
piece on the creature.
Right, it appears to be and as you peer through this light drizzle, it appears to be an ornate suit of plate mail. Blazoned across its chest are 3 giant lightning bolts. Now, the suit of plate mail is hovering in air, and what it looks like is if you took a thunderstorm and then put a suit of plate mail on it, it wields an enormous...
Gentlemen might be fighting a god. We should not fight gods.
It is wielding an enormous flail.
Well,
He is not a god.
He's shouting,
but-
help, help! Earl, you recognise this is one of the suits of armour that Taylor showed you in the blacksmith shop she had hanging on the wall, except now it's floating about with a storm inside it, and it has 3 lightning bolts blazing across its chest.
which means it's for the Storm Lord, presumably.
We need to look for Angela Lansbury and kill her.
That's very mean, but good bed knobs reference.
The others didn't actually come in the blacksmithy, as you went in the blacksmithy to investigate the young lady, if I recall correctly.
Something to do with actions, if I remember it.
It was, yes.
No, I was doing some rubbings.
Yeah.
I rubbed it
Whilst
till it
we're coming in the workshop.
used its
Right.
correct.
So I'm going to roll for initiative now because the beast is beating upon the soldier who's screaming for help.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to sort him out, like...
Oh, just watch. But I suppose we should do something heroic.
Oh, the creature goes first. He
Oh,
beats down upon the great man with his flail. He hits. Right. He's wounded. There's a great flash of lightning leaps from the end of the flail, and it brands him Harry Potter style with 3 lightning bolts upon his person.
I've got a nasty feeling he's going to turn and start attacking us now, isn't he?
Right. And then from the sky, there's a great crack of lightning, a scream as the gentleman has...
Snuffed it?
Has he maybe exploded?
he succeeds.
Does anybody have any sort of ability to contact the dead?
No.
But you don't get much of an answer after you shake them for a while.
What is the... Are you rolling stuff, Rich?
The guy takes more damage from the lightning strike. And basically his hair starts to burn, and although he is fighting back, he looks like he's being bested by the creature.
Does anyone have a reel of copper wire? I have a plan.
I have plan.
And
I have
maybe
shape
a
of
rapier.
water.
Ethical, you'll be up to go first. You haven't technically joined in the combat yet. You're just sort of on the cart, leading this cart that's been driven by a donkey, watching this guardsman getting the crap kicked out of him. So you still haven't engaged yet. If you chaps want to stand and watch this bit.
The only
We
thing
should do something.
No,
You got yourself targeted.
The only thing I'm going to say, but in character, is we probably don't want to be, wasting good high quality magic on this. Just want to do it fast.
no, did you mean me or did you mean way Rab?
That's what she said.
No, Andy, you actually do have yourself targeted. I'll just clear your target there.
I'm not I've not targeted anything.
It must have been from last session because it keeps over them. Right. So basically, he's going to watch. He's going to leap to his defence. None of you recognise this creature other than Earl. Earl, are you just going to look slightly embarrassed, or are you going to share this information with the?
Well, I'm shooting the creature.
It's a lamb.
I am, yes. Can someone send the map again, please?
Yes, very, very good map. It's nice. It's English map. Yes.
It's very,
Has anyone
not
watched
as
that?
good as the Russian map.
What is it?
Sengo hasn't got the map according to this.
I've got the map.
Have you? Okay.
You can get some antibiotics for that.
Right. So,
Some topical cream will clear that right up.
like I said, other than Earl, it just looks like a suit of plate mail inside like a lightning storm.
Yeah, we've definitely got reason. It's also kind of in our way, isn't it?
Yes.
Edrigal, is it wise to hide in a tree when it's lightning? And lightning conducts on trees quite well.
Looks like a bush to me.
We'll find out, won't we? Right.
I
So,
would say that's a tree.
Edgar leaps off the
Sycamore.
cart and runs under this tree. Then.
Runs,
Bush.
characteristically runs away.
Oh, well, hang on. If that's a tree, that must be a bush.
That's a bush, yes. So
Right.
Edgar runs under a bush and disappears. Listening to his forest gnome heritage, all you see is his big nose sticking out from this bush. Are you opening fire upon the creature?
I think I probably will, yes.
Oh dear. Could I sneaky first before you start shooting?
Well, yes, you can do.
Yeah. Technically, you haven't engaged in combat yet, so
Well, I'm going to move as well then.
You're just
I will
watching
be
this
one
poor
with the
guardsman
bush.
getting the crap kicked out of him.
So, do I need to engage in combat, or do I need to sort of hang on till everybody's sorted themselves out?
I'm not entirely
what's
sure
changed?
what you're
I've got a
doing.
look.
Are you actually just charging at the beast and letting loose
No,
with arrows and stuff?
I'm moving into position.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
it's not a
doing.
bad
also.
idea.
Well, in that case, I'm hiding in a bush with me short bow out, waiting for the nod from the rest of the party as to when to open fire.
Are you
Right.
you're etrical, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shasha, you just immediately opening
You're
fire
blocking
with
his
your
view,
bow.
Rick.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Am I blocking him?
Can you just come on the other side of that tree?
How much
Has anybody else got a lovely circle around their character now with this update? It's lovely.
It's really pretty.
I do actually.
Although I keep tripping on it.
Oh, the geometry.
Right, I shall shoot the creature.
Right, okay, so we go into initiative as Dave fire at the creature first, and
I thought
then
we'd rolled initiative. I thought it was Etrical first.
but he's holding fire until Dave fires, basically. And then we'll go to actual combat. You're like, you just stand over there and get beaten up, Mr. Guardsman. We'll all just get into tactical position, no rush.
I missed.
Wow, there's a surprise, huh? Yeah, strangely enough,
I'll start the tally now. One miss this game.
You could start counting Mississippi.
Right, okay, so next round, the creature, doesn't recharge.
Do I get to take a shot then?
You can take a shot. If you wait until somebody else fires, then you can take a shot. And then
Yeah,
we'll move into normal combat.
Right, and
I thought the creature had its turn.
Hold on, Craig. Yes, Andy, just take a shot.
Will this be sneak?
Yes, it'll be sneak.
Right.
It's a natural one! Yes!
Shoot Rick up the arse.
That before in my life.
Oh, I'm not having that. I'm a dwarf. That would be very. Oh, actually, no, he's the right height for it.
Andy flubs it and
Crouched over right in front
Andy
of him.
flubs it and shouts, "Everybody duck!" And everybody sort of like ducks and like, oh
You
shit!
see a pinball. Toing, 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 toing.
Craig, because you lot haven't engaged yet, it was just you're all manoeuvring into position. Then Dave opened fire and Andy opened fire. We was waiting for Dave. So now we're going into proper combat initiative as the
So it
creature.
was all for naught.
It was all for naught, all the sneaking and things. Right, the creature attacks again. Oh, he hits. Bam! Right, the guardsman goes down like a sack. Wow.
Is he dead?
Look at all those damages.
He's that dead. He's dead from it.
Yeah, he crashes to the ground as a great lightning strike hits him, and then the creature turns to face you. Etical, you are up first, sir.
Right. Let's see if we can roll double one again.
I've got every faith in you that they can.
No, he never.
He did.
He fucking did.
He fucking did. Right. He go-
Hang on. There's only one thing for it.
Right. So, Rick, you dodge to one side as an arrow narrowly whistles past your head. Then Andy shouts, "Oh, bugger it," from a bush, and the arrow whistles just missing you on the other side of your head. Right. Are you giving up now after double ones? I would. I would just sit in the bush, have a cup of tea.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will.
Right, Sengo, old son.
How far out? How close are we to this?
Target is to the end. About 5 miles away.
Is Emmylou, if that's his name, is he dead?
He is
terribly.
He's down.
He's down, not dead. Because we might need his aid if he knows a bit more about what's going on up ahead.
He's dying. He's not dead yet.
So we could technically do that thing that you do to player characters when they're dying.
Right. So, Sengo,
what's that thing that you do?
You're about 5 miles away. The weather's worse.
Death saving throws.
Well, it's pointless raging, isn't it? Because I don't want to use.
You do remember that Earl, there was 3 suits of armor. Coincidentally, there seems to be 3 roads leading away from the inn.
There's a suit of armor guarding each one.
Each one saying, "You will not pass."
Well, we have to kill one of them, so we may as well kill this one.
No, shall I just rage then, or what?
Well, we need to get through, so yeah, probably.
Does your rage not renew on a short rest?
Aye.
So you could have taken a short rest as well.
You could just meditate like me.
I thought I did take a short rest, to be honest with you.
Did
I didn't
you?
actually specify, but...
Well,
no,
you have to
fair,
actually
I didn't specify. I didn't. No. That's the thing. Well, if that's the case, then I must only have one short rest left.
1 rage left, yeah.
1 rage left.
That's right.
Oh, I cannot rage on this.
No, you can't. Shit.
Have you got anything you could shoot him at?
Javelins,
It might be worth rather than
javelin.
it might be worth just hoying a javelin in him rather than
Speaking of which, have you seen the lovely new rangefinder graphics you get from the last
they're
update?
lovely, aren't they? Lovely.
I love a good range graphic, me.
This is much better, like clear dialogue in it, like the way it sort of like goes across.
Right. Well, what are you doing? Are you charging in, or are you shooting a crossbow or throwing javelins? If you shoot your crossbow, you can only shoot once. If you throw your javelins, you can use multi-attack.
I can chuck 2. I can do multi-attack. I'm going to chuck 2 javelins.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because he doesn't have that?
He does know you're there, so no, you can't have advantage. Or you could, or you can't fairy fire because you've used it.
Even though I'm saying you can't see me.
Yeah, even though you're holding up a small branch in front of your face, in an attempt to deceive the creature that you're not there, he still knows you're there.
Right, okay then. So I'm going to go...
You just literally ran over the bush. You didn't even say, I'm going to try and stealth into the bush, you know. You just said, I'm going to run into this bush.
I'll tell you where it is. It's got quite high constitution on it.
AC, armor class.
Well, whatever.
Oh, crits, nice. Right, it sticks in the plate mail.
Oh, fucking hell, it's partially resistant now.
Must be the piercing.
Right, so you quickly whip out 2 javelins, fling them, and it zaps and buries itself into the creature, doing a little bit of damage. Is that the end of your turn? You have your bonus action to take, and also your movement, I guess, if you wanted to.
Hang on a minute.
I'm going to attempt to move out of view to sort of like here. Can it see us?
You know you are 6 feet. You specified you were 6'5".
It's night as well, isn't it?
It's not. It's just overcast thunderstorm.
Oh, right, no. I'll just steer it. I'll hide.
So I mean, yeah, technically you could crouch down in the bush, I guess.
I'm gonna. Well, it knows I'm there. I am gonna crouch. It seems like the natural thing to do.
Okay. Right, Shashalian.
Right, I'll do a couple of normal shots then. I suppose.
Okay. Right, Shashalian hits on an 18. Roll your damage. Oh, right. It's a good hit, but it doesn't minor damage. And your next one.
And I'll do another one.
Hits again with a dirty 20. Again, partially resisted. The creature is still only marked as wounded. All right. Is that your turn, Dave? Are you casting anything else, or are you doing anything else?
No, I'll pass on this turn.
Okay. Kalash. Kalash is very good. Is lightning plate mail monster? Yes.
Yes, but no one is fighting it, so if I go up there, I'm going to get spigged. But I shall have to take it on. So shall charge.
Oh,
and I will smash it with my mace.
Nice. He runs into combat and raise it with a mace. I love it.
I've not got time. Is missing a boot. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Remember, you can if you roll and you forget a target, you can drag your hit roll on top of the creature. Also, if you want to draw your own drawings, you right click on the map anywhere, go to pointers, and it allows you to draw circles and squares for your spell effects. But it doesn't allow you to draw penises, which is why it's better than Roll20.
Oh, I was just trying to do that.
Yeah, we've already been to the penis stage. You're late to the game. Right, so is there anything you want to do on your bonus action, Kalash? You can
try to get out of the way.
You can disengage and use the rest of your movement because you can disengage as a bonus action. So the creature takes a wild swipe at you and you just easily sidestep it and you just go rogue, motherfucker, and you move back again.
Go.
Right, that's the end of your turn. Emisu, he's dying, so I'll make a death save for him.
That's right.
Natural 20, that's 2 successes. Nice. So he only needs to succeed once more and then he's not dying. Rick.
Right, from where I am, I'm just going to Eldritch Blast him. At least I get 2. It would help if I'd actually targeted him, wouldn't it?
It would, yes. It's a big help.
It does help. I've heard that. I hadn't targeted.
Yeah, I've dragged it on for you.
There you go. I'm being an number attack.
Blam! Nice! It's a solid hit with a dirty 20 from Rick. And it does full damage. 3 points of full damage.
I get 2. That's another dirty 20. That's better.
That's better. Oh, the creature sort of wisps of it, breaks away, but it still only looks wounded.
We need to approach this gun, you know.
Right. Is there anything you wish to do with your bonus action?
No, I'm just going to stay there. Close enough if I need to be. But
we Rab at the back. Presumably you're near the cart because the cart's there with the donkey.
Quick question out of character. Being an electrical being, obviously if it's grounded it should disappear. But not played much D&D, would that still work on a magical creature like this? Do we know?
My answer is dragons can fly, so I think you really need to check your physics at the door here, son.
Yeah, but
he's decided to go just mystical on everybody. Just like you ask him a question, dragons can fly.
Well, no, because I was cast Entangle on it. Sorry, Earthbind, which means if it succeeds, it drags it to the floor. So if it hits the floor, it's
Which
going to
neutralise its electric.
No, I think it makes sense, but I don't think it'll necessarily stop it, unfortunately, because it's basically magic lightning.
Yeah, it's a magical storm wearing plate mail, so it's not going to work like that. I mean, that's a freebie. Technically, I should just let you try and fail, but it's more of an elemental rather than an actual storm.
Well, I'll just whip out the staff and cast Shillelagh.
And are you moving? 20?
Yeah, so I'll walk down the road, go towards it, cursing.
Yeah, move 25 feet.
Pissed off with it.
Okay. Oh, right, that hasn't recharged. Right, it's going to move forward. Right, it is quite quick, and it's good. Right, tell you what, I'll give it an intelligence roll to see if it saw Sengo. Right, it did. It sees you in the bush, and as you're the one that critted it, it moves towards you. It raises its flail high, lightning crackling along the chain, and takes a mighty swing at you. The first one hits, it brings it round again for a second hit. Does 7 damage. You're still raging. You shouldn't be.
No, that's not me. That's done that. It's just a combat tracker.
Yeah, the combat tracker still got you as raging. Hit that off you. Right, the second flail attack misses. The third one misses. Rah! Right, you
It's got
feel
3 attacks.
it has 3 attacks. You feel like a static shock coming off the flail, Sengo, but for whatever reason you haven't had that big lightning blast that dropped that guy in one shot. And that is the end of its turn. Ettergal, it has moved in to engage Sengo. This is generally when you leap out of a bush and start missing with lots of attacks.
I think we all just need to kick the shit out of it. It's resistant
just
piercing
blast it as
damage.
fast as possible.
Its bludgeoning damage seems to be the only thing that's doing out for it.
Well, magic doesn't get
Right.
resisted.
It'll firebolts it in the back and it burns and blackens the armor, and it does seem to be hurting it. Is it just that you can just fire the one though, can't you? You're not like Rick. Andy, we can't hear you, but I assume you move forward. You move forward and fire your firebolt and damage the beastie.
Yes, and then dive back into that other smaller bush.
Right. Excellent. Sengo. Presumably you had your shield in one hand while you were throwing javelins, so you can draw your sword as a free action. Sengo.
I draw my sword. Does anyone have a pencil? Anyway.
No, we have quills.
Oh, a quill. Does anyone have parchment and ink? Right. Dragon Slayer, shot 1.
That should be a one-handed swing.
It was a one-handed swing.
Yeah, because you got your shield out. It's battering against your shield. Oh, you hit with a 19. Nice. I do 9 damage, which takes full damage. The creature looks unharmed and keeps moving, although you can see that small wisps of the storm are breaking away from it. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
And I push it.
That's an attack, but you can do shove attacks, yes?
I'll do a shove it.
Well, next turn you will.
Oh, no. Right, okay, sorry, no.
This could be a waste.
I'm flipping it off.
Right, you flip it off. Excellent. It apparently takes no notice. Shashelian.
I shall move forward a bit.
Oh, we're getting braver, yeah. Wayrav's just going to go.
Idea.
Wayrav's just going to run up and headbutt it, I think. Right, and then you presumably fire your bow.
Yeah.
Another one. Yes.
Fucking hell.
And a 17 misses.
For my bonus action, I will cast Healing Servant on that down bloke to heal him.
You're using a whole healing servant on him. Oh, right, okay. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, it'll stay up for about 10 turns. Anyway.
It will. You're not going to need that later, I'm sure.
Well, I've still got plenty of slots free for it.
But on the Gadget on an MAC?
Right, so
you just run over and give him a potion of healing.
Or a kick.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, technically, though, you can all use that healing 7 because the last 10 rounds, doesn't it?
Right, so can you put it up for us? And
I am doing that. Just give me a second. Right, so that's Dave's turn. What about the rest of you? Kalash.
I shall get into its flank and stab it. Well, hit it. I can't do backstab the mace, can I?
No, you can use your short sword to do.
Yeah, I'll have to do short sword.
And plus, you would have to be standing next to Sengo. You've left a gap between them. You can't get your sneak attack bonus. Now, if you use your short sword and use your snake, you can basically sneak attack. Another one!
Jesus.
Right,
Get
well,
them all out the way. Get them all out the way, lads, for the next one.
Dave, would you like to target the guy and push the heal for us while would you like to do anything for your bonus action other than recover your dignity?
I shall get back. So if it comes to me, I'll get in the flank with my ally.
So you're disengaging and stepping back, okay? Right. Emalu coughs and splutters and comes awake. He's disorientated, doesn't know what's happening.
He's like, how'd I end up on this plane?
There's a glowing barmaid standing next to him, like mopping his brow with a bar cloth, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Rick, next.
Right. You know how I cast magic earlier?
Yes, you did magic things.
Did I detect any magic from this thing?
Oh yeah, this thing is incredibly magical.
Right, okay. I am worried that this is a waste, but I'm going to try it anyway. Right. Dispel magic.
I would make an Arcana check first.
Arcana first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you had dismiss
A
elemental,
two. Because I am going to check. I'm not sure whether dispel
It can
magic
be
will
dispelled.
affect it.
But in all fairness, I probably wouldn't know that.
No, that's why I said an Arcana check. So you're not sure. So do you want to cast it?
That's what I wasn't sure. I was looking on it because I don't think it's a spell. I think it's a magical creature.
Yeah. It's listed as an elemental, so unfortunately
Yeah.
it's not dispellable.
I will throw an Eldritch Blast at it then.
I will dispel! No, I'll just go back to me Tony Stark and...
It's an 11.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know now it's got 18 AC because you've missed with a 17 and hit with an 18.
I've missed with lots. So that was a rubbish turn.
That was a rubbish turn. Not as bad as some here, lads, Mr. Ones. So many ones in one combat.
Two in a row.
Yeah.
well, we only did it to make electrical fail better.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Right, so are you finished with your movement and your bonus actions and stuff,
I'm
Rick?
done.
You're done. Right, okay, we Rab.
I casually walk up behind it, swearing a lot, and twat it.
Right, so you like literally do the Glaswegian swagger. You walk up and just literally lay about this. Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, big daft get ya. Right, go on. Show us it's done with your stick. I'm going to stick this thing right up your ass. Whoa! 27 crit. He does indeed. Naughty. Right, he lets loose quite a large swing at the creature. It's not looking so good now.
We spiky bastard.
That's what that setting does. Right, so now it's starting to come apart. It looks like it's taking effect. Well done, Rab.
Rich, can I just say, in fairness, I think I took 7 damage before and I already had 2 damage, but my damage is only 5, so I think I should be on 9 damage.
Oh, yes, that's true. Right, the beast, again, just seems to be single-minded in its destruction and starts laying about single. And it's a bit crap. It does hit
I'm like,
finally.
You're not the only one with fucking high AC, are you?
It just looks at you, it shrugs its shoulders and it's like, 1? See? 1? Right, the beast's turn has ended. Ettergal.
Right. I'm going to move a bit further forward, still in the bush. And we'll chuck another one of these out.
Down in the hand.
Yeah, bollocks.
Yeah. The firebolts are hitting it, but they just like get whipped about inside the storm inside of it. Sengo, I automatically assumed that Ettergal was going to use hide as his bonus action there.
You weren't wrong.
Forsooth, that was correct. Right, I'm just going to lash it.
Right, okay.
Missed it.
Wow, okay. It does look quite badly dissipated now, I believe the word would be. Is there anything you would like to do for your bonus action?
I flip it off.
I'm saving me rage. Shashelian. Are you keeping track, Dave?
Yeah.
Another crit, nice! Look at all those damages. Right. Oh, the beast is looking very orange now. It's heavily damaged. Excellent job.
Heal, what you call it again, or what?
Yeah, you just click hail for that on your turn. Just do a hail for us. Kalash.
I shall move back in and try not to screw this up this time.
No more ones.
In fact, I will be clever.
Oh dear.
I am going to
Famous
use
last words.
one of my strange abilities called Insightful Fighting. Wisdom Insight. You can use a sneak attack even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll, but not if you have. All right, doesn't make any difference. I'll just stab it.
Yes, you'll just.
Well, that bloke who's down should be up by now.
He is up. He's critically wounded,
I
but he's up.
stabbed it.
Nice. You have stabbed it. Look at all of those
I
dices.
stabbed it many.
Wow, you hit it really badly, and it's like, oh, I'm dark orange now, almost red.
Well, basically, that was me studying it. That first was a feint.
Yeah, that was a feint. That's what it was. It was like...
And because I got a good hit, I'll slash it with me other short sword, because I won't get backstabbed with the short sword.
Yeah, your mace, you mean? You're offhanding it with a mace.
Yeah, my mace, yeah. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby, more crits.
How do I do crit? Do I just roll the damage and it'll do
You
it?
just roll it automatically, you do it twice.
Yeah.
See? Right, he bashes it with the mace, and it seems to be working because it's critically wounded now. Nice. Emmelu gets up, pulls himself together. I will give him a constitution roll because he's badly hurt to see if he's in a fit state to attack. Oh, 17. He's like, right, for Neverwinter, charges forward, takes a swing, missing. Oh well, he tried. He's badly injured, you know. Rick.
Right. There's not friendly fire in this, is there? It's only if you roll a 1.
Not even really if you roll a 1, unless it's exceptional circumstances.
Okay. Blasty blast. Hit the bugger. Smashy. Hit.
2 hits, 1 from each hand. Pew, pew, pew. You do force damage. This thing, incredibly, is still standing.
It is. It will not leave.
And would you like to do anything for your bonus action? Or
No,
you just literally...
that's fine. That is fine.
Okay.
Lost my sheet.
We Robert.
With a mighty cry of, "You wee great pasty-eating sparkly bastard!" I hit it again.
Right. Okay, go on. Wham. I thought I was going to be in 20 there.
Did you say tinkering on the 20? Just
just to tease you one. Just left you blue ball there, Brissy. The creature's lightning strike. It's not charged up. It's just going to lay out its Sengo again. Actually, no, it's going to attack Sengo twice, and then it's going to attack L once. Because you're both in its front arc, and it's going to try and kill you as much as possible.
Stop killing me, it hurt.
Right, 1 hit, and then the flail lashes out at you, Ulster, and hits, doing 8 points of damage. Catching you.
Can I use my dodgy type thing, or does that not work?
You can. You just state that you're using your reaction.
I will use my dodgy type reaction.
Right, I've just hit half value, so how does this work again? There is a way where you can alt and drag it onto you and it's supposed to heal you. No, it doesn't. Never mind. I will figure that out later. So you dodge out the way and it just catches you a little glance of blow. Barely an inconvenience. Ethical.
Right, I'm going to move first. And I've always wanted to say this. I'm going to show me age here. You say that rock on the floor next to that bush?
I do.
Well, I am the rugged rascal, and I'm running round that rock.
Running round the rugged rock.
The rugged rascal run, or whatever it is. Right, now that I've done that, I need to...
Oh, almost a 20 as well.
Almost.
There's like pew, pew, pew blasts of fire come from Edigal and just zoom.
At least it wasn't a 1.
It's true. I'm waiting for you to roll a 1 on your hide roll, and then I will punish you so bad.
Oh, I know it.
Right, Sengo, it's back to you. You're taking minor hits off this beastie.
Same crack.
Yeah. I just wish I could rage at you. I'm so angry.
No, you'd be fucked if I was raging.
Right.
Keep him calm.
Yes.
Right, 2 good hits.
It's got to go down.
It goes down. So what happens to this thing? Bearing in mind it's a thunderstorm inside a suit of plate mail.
Its helmet comes off, and the thunderstorm is that, like, it gets released out of it, and it just fucks off, like, dissipates slowly, tries to escape, but slowly dissipates away.
And the plate mail crashes to the ground.
And I pick it up to see what sort of like value that this could have in a fight later on.
It is a well-crafted suit of plate mail. It will fit medium-sized people.
But I'm also guessing that it would prevent lightning damage.
Why are you guessing that?
Because it's being able to withstand a lightning storm, so it's not going to take lightning damage.
I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but I do see where your logic is.
I don't see how that's a stretch at all.
Can I cast Detect Magic and see if I'd know any of that?
You can. You can have an Arcana check. You can roll Detect Magic. You can do whatever you like.
Detect Magic.
The plate mail itself is not magical. Make an Arcana check. Spellcastery
Seems
types.
unlikely. I've got +2, but I can never ever roll this one.
Dave's just healing spirit.
13 I rolled.
A 13. Rather than it being a magical suit of plate mail, it appears to be the container that you would summon a creature into, so that
so it's more like a vessel.
It's more like a vessel
like
than
an
an
avatar, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, the creature is dead. Davey
Is
Hill.
anybody else hurt?
Sengo was hurt.
I think, I've given him a load of healing.
Right, so the creature vanquished, the storm lashes at you, and you have saved Emalu, the soldier from Neverwinter.
We should stick Emalu in the cart and get him.
And get on with it, yeah.
Yeah, he pants and thanks you profusely. It's good that you came along. The rest of my patrol been wiped out. We've been sent to find out what's going on with the crazy weather, but we were killed by those creatures.
I think you nearly had it there.
He sort of gives you a smile and says, well, it's nice of you to say, but it pretty much one-shotted me, to be fair.
These things happen. Do not worry, my friend.
Right, so you mount the cart. Emalu jumps in the cart gratefully and rides. You ride the remaining distance to the inn. As you approach the inn, the weather worsens. The worst it's ever been. It's almost completely black outside. And, right. Buffeting winds and violent precipitation grow more intense the closer you get to your inn. Your vision is hampered to the point you can only see clearly within 30 feet. As written per modules, inform the players, it says, when you arrive at the inn, start a 10-minute countdown. It will be paused during combat, right?
A real-time
10-minute countdown. It's paused during combat, but it's like shit is about to get real.
Oh, I best go and get a pack of crisps.
I've got a cup of tea.
If the world's going to end in 10 minutes, I need a pack of crisps. So there will be a real-time 10-minute countdown, and I'll pause it when we start combat. Part 2 of the description. Lights coming from the inn reveal a strange scene. 6 humanoid figures stand at the main doors. The same doors that the undead creatures were attacking the first time you encountered this place. The figures seem to be pounding on the doors, although they are hampered by the weather. Timer starts now, gentlemen. Map is shared. The creatures are at those main double doors ahead of you, as you can see on the map.
Oh, we only can see a little bit.
That's right. But you can see
double
the
doors on the left, or the ones on the slant, or the ones...
The straight ahead ones.
The flatty ones.
Those ones.
Right, yeah. Right, we need to smash them.
Yeah, but these are our erstwhile enemies, aren't they? They're now our allies, aren't they?
No.
Pardon?
Aren't they trying to get in, break the doors down?
I think... They don't look friendly, do they?
You can only see 30 feet, so you can just see them as dim outlines at the moment.
Right. Can we move forward?
You can, yeah. 9 minutes.
Right.
Let's move forward.
Right. As you move forward to the door, you assume that it to be the zombie creatures that you fought the first time. What it apparently is, horrifically, is 6 what looks like town peoples impaled with tridents through them. The tridents have been driven into the floor, and it looks like they've been staked to the door by being impaled through tridents.
So they're like a protection system.
They're weakly clawing at the door and trying to pull the tridents out. As they see you, they cry and wail and shout, "Please help us! Help us!"
Right, let's go and pull the tridents out of them. Earl, do you want to check for traps?
We should just leave them.
We'll have time for this.
Yeah.
We'll go get through the door though. They're on the door.
They're impaled into the door.
What does our companion say about this?
He says, You try and stop the ritual and I'll try and free them.
This sounds like a plan.
Right, okay. So
Right,
could
Jack,
we go
let's
in this
bust through the
side
door.
door then? You see this side door over here? Could we try and barge into that one perhaps?
Right, he kills 3 of them, getting the tridents out, but manages to save 2 of them.
Right.
Right,
So have they
We need
shifted
to-
out
we
the
need to
door?
get in.
right. The windows that Andy is at are shuttered and apparently barred from the inside.
Right. Can we get it? Of those people, I'm presuming they've kind of collapsed to the side, so they're not
Yes,
barring the
they're
door.
not barring the
Right.
door, no.
Get in that door, lads. Get your
Let's
way
move
up
through the door.
I've forgotten what accent I'm doing.
I will slide into the room like a succulent snake of death.
Right, I've got my sword and shield out and I'm walking
Right.
through as well.
I am pausing it at 7 minutes. You firmly grasp the door, you pull it. There's a loud explosion as the glyph on the door goes off.
That'll go off in my face because I was first.
Yeah.
I told you to check for traps.
I'm goddamn particular.
It'd be magic.
So I have paused it at 6 minutes 58 as I need to see how much damage this does to you. And then I need some strength checks to yank the door open. And it's going to be hard.
That's what I said to her last time we spoke.
Huh, this is what I said.
Last time you entertained her in a romantic way, and now she's trying to end the world. What does that say about you?
This is always the way it goes with women and me.
If they can't have me, no one can.
Right, so I'm pulling up this spell. Sorry for the delay, but it's okay. The timer's not gone.
Yeah,
That'll be a
less
relief
stress
for
now.
Holy shit! It costs a diamond worth at least 200 GP to blow you up. Well, there must be something important happening inside.
I will
Explosive erupts into 20-foot radius, doing 5d8 acid damage. Each creature in the area makes a dexterity saving throw to take half damage.
Can I use my dodginess as well?
You can.
I don't know how to do this.
Who's within the area, Richard?
What I'm going to do is draw the circle. Bear with me a sec. Again.
Acid!
Bloody hell, man.
Right, so Sengo, Kalash, and our good friend the soldier, and all of the two people that he's managed to survive with their 5 hit points. There's a loud explosion. Can you please make dexterity saves? Full damage on Kalash, full damage on Shash. Right, so
Sash isn't in it.
Oh no, sorry. Sengo, can you make a dexterity saving throw, please? Right, so you take 9 damage as this thing goes off in your face cell.
That could have been a lot worse.
And Sengo takes 9 damage. Like the bit in Aliens where the acid lands on their arms and that, and they're like pulling their armor off, and it's like there's a sizzling noise. Right, Sengo takes 9 damage as well, bringing him to 18. Okay.
Boyo, I told you to check for the traps, so I did.
Right. Okay. Can we have DC 20 strength checks? Oh wow.
Oh.
Easy. What are you worried about? I'll rip the door open and you'll hear toodaloo.
Right.
Toodaloo.
So the door is barred inside, and initially Sengo pulls against it, and it doesn't budge, and then so he like sets his feet and he absolutely heaves, and nobody says, I can give you a helping action. No. So even so, Sengo, you just yank heavily on the door. Presumably you're all on strength checks, so you've all moved next to the door. Just
yes.
so I know.
I rolled the 21.
Yeah.
Just someone comes along and says, "Hey man, just fucking pull it up," and it pulls.
Right. So you basically your muscles strain and you all grab a hold of the door, and there's a great cracking noise as the door snaps open. Can you click on the door or not? Because this is can you kill? Yes, you can.
Yes. That's what we see. Another door in there. Right, we need to get in, lads.
Right, that
and then move straight through.
Should have revealed.
I can step in and go, hello baby, I think we need to talk. You're taking this a bit too much.
Can you give me a second while I describe?
Restart his timer.
It's
timer of death.
It's very worrying, mate. We must move fastly with the killing.
Inside, you see a bunch of blokes in red robes in a formation around a pentagram, and they are seen to be Gregorian chanting and performing some kind of ritual.
Are they just human, are they?
Yeah.
It's almost like we need to kill them.
I'll walk in and go, all right, lads, I thought we were going to be late. Did you save my spot?
Right. So they didn't hear you because of the storm that's going on outside.
So the very loud chanting.
And the very loud Gregorian chanting. Can you please make me perception checks while I roll initiatives for everybody?
Natural 20.
I am rubbish at rolling.
I am perceptive because I am good at seeing things. And then
because I have the eyes.
Right. Louder chanting also comes in from the main building, which is to the west. You can see there's a door there.
And is west like natural west on this? Is it sort of like north up? Is it?
Nat west.
Yeah. So
you can bank on that one, can't you?
I can.
So there's a door there, and there's some shuttered windows, and there's also a door to the south. You know that's where the smithy is, because that's where you had your dangerous liaison, shall we say.
Do these blokes chanting, we need to stop them doing that, presumably, as well as getting in there?
I don't know. Right, we're going to initiative.
I just kill the fuck out of them. At the end of the day, the combat trackers.
Rick's going first.
Right, okay.
Off with a combat tracker.
Moving through the door. Yes, people. Cultist. Are you a cultist?
No, of course we're not cultists.
Right.
They're all wearing red robes. The one at the back seems to be wearing a more fancy robe.
Yeah, at the minute I'm gonna blast at that, see if that hits.
Have you seen his face? The one at the back, he looks like he's having a shit.
Right, you blast the cultist. He goes and stops chanting. Right,
one's dead.
I'm chanting here.
You fire a second blast, and what happens to this cultist?
Smash him straight through the middle. And my magic goes straight through him and into every other cultist, and then they're all dead.
So basically, what you do is you fire a hole, and his arms and legs are blasted in all directions.
Yeah.
And like one gets clobbered in the face by a hand, another one gets a leg.
Yeah. Done that, lads.
Right, done.
That would be nice.
Like I said, the time is paused during combat, so you've got 6 minutes 58 to save the world. It's fine.
That's good. I thought.
Yeah. So this cultist falls down with a hole blasted through his chest.
That one's deaded. Right, come on, lads.
Are they still alive? I'll go inside.
Right.
Do I still get advantage on initiative and stuff like that? Because I'm supposed to have unreal initiative.
Yeah, it automatically rolls your initiative, but it still roll low. Right, the next up, the one at the back, it's his turn. Oh, he sees you, but he's still chanting for this round because you've got a surprise round on him. Because you just tore the doors open with all of those enormous strength rolls. So, Kalash, you're up first.
I will go in. Who is it? How many are left alive?
You should be able to say them.
At least 2 and a big one.
I'll run straight towards one and stab him in the face.
Okay. With no sign of subtlety, you begin to stab in the face.
You stalled.
I think I have him targeted.
You do. Die, you end of the world, dickweed! You hit. It's a surprise round, so you can use your sneak attack damage.
He's dead.
Instant death.
Instant death.
So
death,
what do you do to
death.
what do you do to cultists?
I'll put one short sword through his throat, and then with my second thing, I'll step next to the other one and stab him with my offhand.
Right, there's a gurgle and a spray of blood, and cultist 2 just falls dead to the ground instantly. I say, you guys are cultists, right?
Excuse me, are you a cultist?
You hit. You need to use your mace damage. Right, so which one are you bashing? The leader or the?
I'll go for the bishop.
Oh.
Yeah, you bash the bishop with your mace, and unlike his followers, he does not immediately fall over dead.
Just starts squirting white liquid.
Ethical, you can't currently see, I believe, but your friends have run in this.
Yep. I'm going to attempt to sort of stealthily sneak round there, and I shall take a pot shot. Hang on, if I could. Right, that's it. Right, hang on. Now, will this be sneak attack or ordinary?
Sneak attack, but only if you're using a bow or something. Right, on par, you run around the corner, you fire your bow, and it whistles overhead. Obviously, it was the wind that blew it out the way.
That's it, and I shall duck back round that corner.
That was a killing blow.
Yep.
Right, Cheshelian, you step into the courtyard.
And I shall proceed to let this lead cultist have the good news.
Excuse me, have you heard the good news? We all dead.
Jehovah is returning.
No, we can't be. We got through the door.
Oh, God. Right, you hit. Hurrah. Twang. Oh, right. Dave, how do you kill this guy?
In the back of the head. It bounces off something
He's
behind him.
facing towards you, so you shoot.
Well, it goes through
He's
his
already
forehead
said
and it
that.
sticks out the back of his head.
Right.
I did pranging off one of the walls, like what he first said, like toing toing.
Yeah, so you prang it off the wall, Dave, and then it embeds itself in the back of his head, and he falls over
Splashes
dead.
blood and brains all over Kalash.
Oh, wow. Okay, he didn't even get to do anything, did he?
When that happens, I'll just, because of my reactions, I'll just put my head to one side as the brace. I'll fly past where my head.
Right.
And I'll turn around with a toothy grin and give a thumbs up. We're doing great, team. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Saving the world. Yay!
Kalash is surrounded in a split of blood and gore and viscera. Right. So next up we have Emilu is dead from the acid burns.
Oh,
No, he's just down. He's got
we missed
31
him.
hit points. He took 19 damage, so he's almost dead.
He's still got a turn though.
He's critically injured, and he staggers back.
Does he not have any healing?
He does not. He's a fighter.
We could use him as cannon fodder.
Sengo. He staggers back. You know that scene in Aliens where Drake gets splashed all up his front with acid? That's what he's like, he's got 8 hit points left. He's staggering back. His armor's hissing. He's going, screaming, trying to get his breastplate off.
I just wash it off.
Seeing everybody sort of like going in and out easily, these get killed. I sort of like walk, just get confidently and stoically, sort of like swish me sword round. So instead of it sort of like pointing up, it's pointing down. So I do like a big stab downwards into this cultist.
Okay, roll it. Yeah, easily hitting the cultist. They seem very, very squishy, and yet you failed to kill him.
So I miss his head, and it goes through his shoulder. My sword's still in my shoulder, and now I'm hoping that I'm just sort of like slice him out with my next one.
Well, you didn't.
Did I not target him? Soz. I thought I had.
He's heavily injured. You hit again, and apparently these are not wearing any armor. They're just carrying daggers.
My sword was already impaled, so it was in his fucking like gizzards. So I just sort of like twist the sword and then sort of like slice it out.
Roll your damage. Right.
Not killing him, hoping that this isn't sort of like foreshadowing of the next fight.
You know what? He's at 0 hit points, so he's actually down. He's lying on the floor, bleeding.
Yeah, like fucking spit on him whilst he's down.
Right, you spit on him while he's down.
Where we're gone now.
Timer
Turn
on.
around and go like, quick, where we're gone.
Timer at 6:58. You see a door ahead of you to the south, and there's a door to the west. There's a lot of chanting coming in from the door to the west.
Oh, Richard, you and your fucking doors. Right, we need to burst through. Check it for traps, Earl or Andy.
And can I detect magic?
Well, we know it's magic happening. They're trying to end the world.
I know, I meant on the door.
All right.
Is this the door to the forge?
The door to the south is the door to the forge.
Where the arrow's pointing?
Craig, the door to the south is the one to the forge. Where the arrow's pointing leads to the main bar area.
You said that's where all of the chanting was coming from?
The chanting's coming from the one with the arrow.
That's what I'm saying. That's where we need to go, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, but Earl asked which one on the door to the forge. So
right, okay.
I'm trying to describe this, but it's all right. It's your timer that's going.
I'll nip across, and it's Thieves' Tools, isn't it?
An investigate or a perception
4 traps.
to detect it. Yeah.
Right. Hang on.
Are you going to roll to check that as well?
I'm going to check the bottom one while he's checking that one.
Right. Go on. Give us your rolls, peeps.
And can I cast detect magic on the door?
You do.
I do detect magic.
You cast it. There's no magic inside the door. It sounded like the glyph was cast on the outside of the door.
Yeah.
Right. You don't detect any traps on these 2 doors.
Right, shall we burst through the one where Edric is?
Lying on the floor next to the 2 doors you burst open is like a really thick sleeper of a door bar, so they presumably didn't think anybody could get in.
Right. Shall we burst through the one where Edrigal's just been standing?
Yeah.
Right, well then.
Go for it.
Nice and quick then.
Quick.
I'll chart. Are you coming up, Earl?
Yes.
Right, okay.
I think she's in the forge.
Shall we all just burst through?
Yeah.
Give us a strength check then, Sengo. If anybody's using the help action, you can roll with
I will
advantage.
help him. Rick will help him to give him advantage.
Have advantage, strength check.
It's good. Do you shoulder charge it or do you kick the door open?
I just kick it so I can run straight in.
Right, you kick the door open and run straight in.
It's fucking empty.
It's not empty. You're just moving your tokens before I'm getting a chance to do anything. Right, So inside is a lot more cultists and...
Away, lads, charge through.
Pausing at 4 minutes 10 seconds. That's plenty of time to save the world. Inside you see a bunch of cultists, 2 more of cultists in those gold robes, and 1 guy who's completely bedecked in black armor with this symbol of the Stormlords all over it.
Presumably, if we take out some of these cultists, they're at least not going to have enough to do the ritual.
I'm going to rage now, Rich.
Right, okay, you rage. These are not surprised, however. For some eldritch reason, it just goes on a normal initiative roll. So is it a new
initiative, is it?
It is, yeah. Oh, right. So that is the position you folks were at. Timer is paused. Kalash, you're up first.
You better get through the door, mate.
Yeah, they've kicked the door. Remember, each one's 5 feet.
I can't see a thing at the minute. Oh, hello, boys. Is my girl in here?
Right, you burst through, you interrupt a whole bunch of people Gregorian chanting who stop and turn to face you with murderous intent in their eyes.
I will stab the one in front of me before it turns.
Right, you can use your stealth attack because actually no, Rick's not engaged, so you can stab him, but you can't use your stealth attack bonus.
I will try to distract him and then stab him in the throat. I will distract him by going, hello, I am here too, and then stab him.
Right, okay, go on.
Do a Marty McFly. What the hell is that?
Right, you go stabby then, Earl. This guy looks like the leader. He's covered in plate armor, covered in lightning bolt symbols and all of that stuff. You hit. Right, you raise a minor wound. He looks unimpressed by this. Are you doing anything for your bonus action?
Yes, I am going to pull to the side to make him choose.
Okay. Right, he goes next. He's going to stab the crap out of you, basically.
He's going to try.
And for some reason... right, let me see. What does this do?
Time is paused, isn't it?
Time is paused in combat, yes.
Stressed again.
Oh, right. He's got a spear and a shield. And you know what it's like with spears, Earl. Spears are the best weapons.
They are very bad weapons
Right.
when I don't have one.
So he grins as you've only raised a minor thing and then stabs you 3 times with his spear.
Oh dear,
And he's like,
this matter.
why have you not targeted Earl? There you go. Try that.
He missed me because he has not targeted me.
Right, he hits you with the spear. Max damage, 16. That's a big hit.
I thought if the people didn't
I
have
will
him
react
targeted,
dodgily.
I've been letting you do that all night, Dave. Come on. Right, you're going to use your dodgy damage.
Yes.
Right, so you get 8 back, so you've taken 17. Right, he grins as he stabs you. You throw yourself mad at the side, but he catches you. He then stabs you again, hitting for another 11 damage, and then finally he swings his spear around in a side attack, hitting again. Right, so in one round he's heavily wounded Kalash. Kalash is bleeding from several stab wounds and goes, ow, that really hurt. Right.
Is that the best you have?
Emalu comes staggering forward, acid burned as he is. He can move 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've told him to come in. He staggers in. He's got no breastplate on. He's horribly burned with acid. He's lightened, but he can't reach the combat yet. Etigal, you're up next.
Right, I'm going in here.
I'll leave unconscious cultists on the floor there for you in case you want to do anything.
Like what?
Right, well, that's as far as I can get, and I can't say anything.
Yeah, you can dash, but then you can't attack the rest of the round. Actually, no, you're a rogue, you can use your bonus action to dash. So you could dash for your bonus action and move again for another 25.
Ah, right, hang on.
But the good news is now you can't hide because you've used your bonus action.
Oh, no, that's all right. So, wait a minute. Who's this? Oh, he's the... right, yes, okay.
Ace just laid 7 colours of shit out of Earl, who's bleeding in the corner.
No, I'm grinning because I've just trapped him.
Well, in that case, wait a minute.
But you could surprise him as well because he's focused on Earl, isn't he?
That is the plan.
Right.
If Etigal moves next to Earl and the guy, he can use a stealth attack because you can use stealth attacks when you're adjacent because basically you're distracting each other and you get your damage bonus. That's what rogues are supposed to do in like melee.
But I can't say Earl.
Yeah, so if you move...
You can move though?
Yeah, if you move forward...
Oh, I say he's there.
Yeah.
Right.
Wolfpack him, bitch.
Well, in that case, can I have that as the rest of the dash?
Yeah, that's the rest of your dash. And then
Right.
you'll get your normal attack, but you can use your sneak attack because you and Earl are adjacent to each other.
Right.
Have you got insightful fighting? Because if so, it's a good... I'm about to use it on him as well.
I don't think I have, but I shall just...
Right, go slip your short sword into his ribs.
Yes.
It's a hit. You get your sneak damage. Ah, he says, as you slip under his guard and cut him along the ribs.
You should have been looking for him.
Shashelian. Yes, I know you can't see the action, but basically that's the whole point, yeah. Everybody's dashed through this door. You hear a lot of wailing and gnashing and fighting through the door. Right, Shashelian just elbows you out the way, Rab. And what you doing, Dave? Is that your entire movement?
And I'll aim this bloke here, I think.
This bloke here, I don't know which bloke that is, but you can just aim at one and fire. Fire, fire. Nice. It's nice.
Who are you aiming at though, Dave?
I don't know, a random cultist. Right, Dave, your target keeps dropping, so you're faffing about with targets. What are you doing? Pick one. Stick with it. Who are you shooting at, Dave?
The one below Etical.
Right, there. All you got to do is drag it onto him, and then you hit. Roll your damage. He is wounded, but only marginally. And he shouts, kill them!
Get another attack.
You hit again. 2 arrows streak out, and you've quite heavily injured him. Nice doing. Right, are you doing anything for your bonus action?
You need to move to let Rab in, if you can.
You can't, unless you haven't. Have you got any move left?
Nope.
No, it's only rogues that get dash as a bonus action.
Open your legs so we can crawl under you.
Alright, right. We rabbit.
Like Willow.
We rabbit.
Move back up, like scooch up against the wall.
Yeah, right. It's up to you.
I'll move and put me down the corner. Can I see this Bax guy?
Can you? It's on your map. If you can see him, you can see him.
I'm about to ruin his fucking day.
Right, you can't stand in the same square as Dave. You have to move forward one.
It's okay.
You can move through Dave, but you can't stand in the same square.
Right. Okay. That's what I did.
Because of COVID. Is that because of COVID, Rich?
Yeah.
He said he's wearing full plate mail, isn't he?
Yeah, that's his PPE.
Yeah.
Right. I cast
He's not.
metal.
He's wearing studded leather and a shield, according to the description.
You said it was full plate.
According to the
did say it was
description,
full plate.
armor class 16, studded leather and a shield.
Just beat him up.
You're going to heat
That
metal.
class is.
It looks like he's got a metal helmet on and a metal shield, to be fair, doesn't it?
Oh,
Looks
that's
like a
so,
Spartan.
that's so fucking unfortunate then. I cast heat metal at rank 3 on his metal helmet.
Right. you warm
And
his
he got metal helmet.
you warm his helmet up, right? And what does that do then?
Any creature in physical contact with the object takes
His repulse.
damage.
Whoa, can you please hang on? Let Bracey talk because I couldn't hear what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause the damage again. And every rank above rank 2, I get an extra d8. So I'm going to do 3d8, then my bonus action, and my next turn, I'm going to do, and that'll be 6d8.
Right. So roll the 3d8. No, it'll just be 3d8 each time you do it. Roll 3d8.
Want to cast it first, or?
Yeah. Does he get a saving throw?
Yeah,
Not with the iron helmet.
didn't say.
Hate metal.
Oh, he's got to make so. Oh no, he's got to make if it's if it's a droppable object, he's got to make a con save to keep hold of it.
He's wearing it though, isn't he?
Yeah, see.
Yeah,
fucking-
well, he's in that case. He'll have to make a con save. He'll have to use an action to take it off. Okay. Right. So roll 3d8 damage as there's a sizzling noise and a scream as somebody's hair catches fire.
Someone's head catches fire.
As his head catches fire. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to do?
I'll turn around and say, now we're cooking with gas.
They're like a deep fried pizza, you bastard.
Is there anything else you're doing with this turn, or are you finished?
Well, I'm concentrating. Keep the spell up.
Okay. Sengo, you're up next.
I'm going to go, and because obviously he's fucked now and he's got to use his turn to take his helmet off, so he's not going to cause anybody any damage. So I'm going to go and attack these cultists.
Right.
Yeah, is that all right?
If you do that, you have to make an athletics roll to jump over the table.
Fine.
And if you don't,
Fine.
if you roll a 1, you fall arse over tit, which will be hilarious. Go on, make an athletics roll. Oh, it's an 8.
Ooh.
Right, so you need a 10 for a basic success. So you leap up onto the table, but you're just out of range of them.
Dirty slut.
That's what you get for being smart. I'm just going to leap over the table. You get your feet tangled up in the chairs.
Well, you can still hit the bloke. That's an A, yeah?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna. That's a very good point, Dave.
Right, so you're like, oh yeah, I meant to do that. It's like, when somebody trips over a chair, the chair goes scattering, and they do that thing where they step forward and then they stand up straight. That's what Sengo does.
I saw like quickly meet the eyes of Dave, who reminded us that I got hit him and sort of like as if me and Yen are.
Right, go on then.
So just a whack.
Right, okay. No, you only get whack. You're not. You are raging, aren't you?
I am raging.
Oh,
yes.
3 rages. So you cut and slice and cut and slice.
Well, cut, miss, cut.
Excellent. Right, a series
And
of
fucking
small
baggy pouch.
A series of small cuts draws blood across his back. But he's a hard bastard and he stays standing. Rick, it's your go. Oh,
Right.
all of my turns are going to be in one go. It's going to be great.
1, 2, 3. That's 20 foot. I'd like to then try an athletics check to jump up on this table.
Yeah, okay. They always go so well. A 10, you barely manage it, so
I do manage it.
you do jump up on the
That's
table.
grand.
You wobble backwards and forwards a bit, and then
I'm a dwarf. I
Barely
don't know how I
managing
got up
it.
there.
Is
like.
managing it. Stepped
Right.
on one of the chairs.
And then I'm going to cast Thunder... No, I'm not casting that one because it damages Sengo. It's a shame because if I hadn't... I'm casting Thunderclap, which is basically where I create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard on 100 feet away, but it's each creature within 5 foot of range. Other than you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6 thunder damage.
right, okay. So
I'll just press cast.
do the cast. Right, you did it too quick because you didn't target them both. Remember?
I did not target them both.
I thought you'd rolled a 1 there.
Hit cast again, Mick.
I'm just
'Cause
have
I've
you
targeted
for
them.
me? Right, okay.
too eager to do damage because these are
Right.
squishy. They're just like you're blowing them down.
No, that's what I was trying for. It is thunderclap. Right, okay.
Right, and then roll your damage, and it should automatically do it.
I have another dice actually because it's on a higher level. They're 6 damage each, so not that squishy. Or they are squishy, but I could do with rolling better.
So that is
That's me. All done.
all done. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's why. Right, they are badly wounded. But as per the description, the cultist the cult fanatic. He's like, death to the unbelievers. Praise the
I am a cultist.
Praise the Storm Lord. You know, all that kind of thing.
All that kind of
Oh
thing.
no,
Is he not
they
read
go.
the manual?
Oh, they go first. Oh, right. So first of all,
This does not sound pleasant.
I know.
Great.
Right, the guys go at the back, and he shouts at you, Rick, and he shouts, "Hold!"
He casts whole person, I'm assuming.
He does cast whole person on you. And you succeed, right? You feel yourself tightening up, and then you use your dwarvic stoicism, and you're like, no. And he looks incredibly surprised as nothing happens. It's like, bloody dwarves, I shouldn't have done it to a dwarf. The other one shouts at Sengo, "Flee!"
Yeah.
Don't know what this is.
Sengo, you get the effect, you get the feeling that you should flee, but then you shrug it off, and the other cult guy looks at his hands as if like, why is none of my spells working? What the fuck? The rest of the cultists are just.
But it says a success.
Yeah,
it's
you're
false.
safe. You're
I read
safe.
exactly the same thing.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah, so you're Uber, so you're just like, he commands you to flee, you feel a temporary thing that you should run away, and then you're just like, bugger off you.
He's just, I'm sorry, I just really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The hell does that do?
That took me a while there.
Right, okay, so Darren, in that case, they just get stabby with you.
Yep, I assumed
They're
they were.
using scimitars, they're not very great, and they're only doing minor cuts to you. So there's that, luckily, because poor Rick always takes a good hiding, doesn't he? Oh, he missed, that's good.
I'm not that.
The last
Sorry.
remaining cultist
No,
runs forward and slashes at your feet on the floor. Sorry, he slashes at your feet on the table. Sengo. He's like, I'm not an extra. I'm a valued member of this community.
I was born and raised for this.
He's like, I get a line, so I get extra pay.
Before I die.
And he misses you. It's quite sadly. Cultist 4 unconscious on the floor.
Wait, is Cultist 4 in the next room?
Yeah, he's unconscious on the floor. Remember, you spat in his face and left him unconscious on the floor. Right, Kalash, you're up. It's a new turn.
Excellent. I will use insightful fighting.
I have no idea what that does, but it sounds impressive as hell.
I use insight. I need to make an insight check.
Right.
Oh, no, it went flying. Do I have to put it in the book?
It's got to be in the box. Or just insight check off. Just double click it on your character sheet. It'll automatically roll it in the box.
Oh.
Right. And what does that do?
Against a creature that isn't incapacitated, it can contest it with deception, which is a charisma check. And if I succeed, I can sneak attack him in the face.
It doesn't succeed, but you're standing next to Andy anyway, so you can use your sneak attack.
That's not the point. I got hit because I was sussing his attacks out, so I could murder him.
That's why he murdered you so bad. Right, okay, go on.
I'll be like, ha, you have left an opening. And then I will not hit it.
Did you click advantage? You didn't, did you?
No, I did not.
Oh, does it give you advantage, or does it just mean you can sneak attack?
If you succeed, you can't use sneak attack, and you don't have an advantage.
All right. So
I can sneak attack if I don't have advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't provide advantage. Right. Do you do anything else for your bonus action?
I hit him in the head with my mace.
I like it. You could disengage and move away, but no, you're like, I'm going to smash him in the face.
I'm going to hit him in the head with my mace.
You bash him.
Perfectly valid.
Get out.
Right. So you hit him again for minor damage. However, he's too busy screaming and trying to tear his helmet off.
I'll say you appear to be on fire.
Right, I'm going to... Does he take the damage on his turn, Brissy, or is it only on your turn? I'm going to give him a Constitution roll. He needs 10 or more to be able to get the helmet off. Right, he tears the helmet from his head. His head's all blackened and his eyebrows have burnt off, and he flings the red-hot helmet aside, but that's used his actions for this turn. He looks quite upset. Right, Emmylou moves up to you. Shash limps up, like holding himself with his chest, his sword drawn, but you're in the way. Right, Ettigal.
Just before I do this, how do you do this offhand thing?
You've got to equip 2 weapons.
Right.
Yeah. And then basically you get, as a bonus action, you can do an attack, but you get your base chance to hit and your base damage. So it's like just a little bit extra damage if it works.
Right. Well, I'm already targeting him.
So you pull in you've got a normal shot sword or a dagger, so you pull that as well and do 2 attacks if you wanted. So you can do your sneak attack with your primary hand and then just a normal attack, which is like a D6 or whatever.
We'll see how the sneak attack goes first.
Right, distracted by the fact that his hair is on fire and his face is in fact on fire, you shank him and do quite a lot of damage. He looks critically injured as you go in the side and he's like, "Ugh!"
Well, I might as well shank him with the other short sword then.
Okay, doke. Just roll your short sword attack. And it's a crit.
Oh, nice.
Jesus, right, go on then. Right, Andy, so how do you kill Bex?
Well, I'm only a short fella, so I shank him in the stomach with the one he didn't see coming. And while that's still in there, the other one goes up between his legs, point first, and then straight up.
Right, so his horribly burnt and disfigured face has a look of shock upon it as he collapses dead to the floor. Excellent. Right, so that'll do nicely. Shashelian.
We need to get rid of these fanatics first, like.
Yeah.
Shashelian.
Yeah, I'm just moving.
Okay, so you move into the room.
Do something athletic. It works in this room.
It seems to be
I got wobbly.
Yeah.
He fell over.
Sengo and Rick's gone all Errol Flynn and they're dancing about on the table having a sword fight with these cultists. Right, Dave, you shoot cultist 5 and how do you kill him?
Back on the head if I can, or on the front.
Right, look where you're standing, Dave. How the fucking hell do you shoot him in the back of the head? I know you've got a fetish about shooting people in the back of the head, but he's fucking facing you.
Fucking doggy punch.
It goes through his forehead then.
Right, you shoot him in the forehead and he drops down.
And out through the back of his head.
I shoot the other one.
What? In the back of the head?
Well, in the head.
Right, you shoot this one in the head. Is there any particular part of the head you want to shoot him in, or is it just the general head area?
Between in the left eye.
In the left eye. Right, he takes the second one in the left eye, killing it. Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Right, okay. Right, Shash, that's the end of your turn. There will be no more head shooting for you. Right, we wrap. What would you like to do?
Right. Can we still hear chanting? Could I have a roll to hear if there's chanting still coming from somewhere?
Yes, but it'll be a very difficult roll. Give me a perception check. Ooh, 19. Do you know what? I'm going to let you have it. You can definitely hear some noise towards the back of the inn. These guys have stopped their Gregorian chanting, but there's very faint chanting coming from the back of the inn, straight to the south.
Okay. In that case, I will 1, 2, 3, 4. I will move to there, and
Right, can you be in a square though? Thank you.
We'll move to there.
It doesn't like it if you're on a line.
If you stand on a crack, it'll break your back. Remember.
Well, 1, 2, 3, and I shillelagh that cultist in the back of the head.
So you're lashing in the back of the head. Are you keeping are you concentrating on the metal so that the helmet's slowly burning its way through the floor? The inn catches fire that you're currently in. That'd be interesting. Right. So,
stop chanting.
Right, you shall allow him. Come on then, twat him. You can do it. These guys are so easy. Who'd have thought the end of the world would be this easy? Yeah, you miss. Wow. Right.
Lulling us into a false sense of security.
Sengo, you're up again. You're on the table. You're like, you're kicking beer mugs at these cultists, and they're bouncing off the heads.
I'm going to get off this table like me nana. Do I still need
really carefully.
No.
Really gingerly. Like, whoa. Hold me stick for a son.
I won't make you roll as long as you say, you bugs, as you get off.
Oh, yeah, bugs and onions.
Right. So that has cost, that's 10 feet of movement, though, to gingerly get down.
That's fine. I've still got plenty more where that came
you've
from,
got
Richard.
30
Plenty
movement.
more.
You got 30
And then I just thought, like, so after I've done my old lady impression, I make eyes with this cultist, and I go, ah! And just run at him.
Right. Okay. You charge at him.
Oh, anticlimactic. I see it. Genie, Nora. And then I take a proper swipe at him this time. Then I hit him again. Is he not dead?
No, these are the guys in the gold robes.
Have a bit more.
Right, so a flurry of blows later, he's moderately injured, Singo. Rick.
Right. Am I just targeting Cultist 1 now?
Cultist 1's dead now, isn't he?
No, Cultist 1's next
dead.
to Rick.
He's dead, though. He's all
Oh, is
grey.
he?
Yeah, he's all grey. He's
not on mine. All right, okay.
He's dead now. Cultist 3's heavily wounded. Cultist thing, he's dead.
Right, I will target Cultist 3 and I'll battle axe him in the head.
As you should.
It helps if I don't throw it off the little map. Death.
Oh, cleaving his face
Right,
up. Do you hit him in the back of the head?
Yeah, just...
only the back of the head. I managed to stand on tiptoes to get the edge of the blade.
I was thinking like you fainted and then you shoulder charged him in the left so that he span entirely round, and then as he was had his battery, you brought the battle axe down on the back of his head.
And he just led right over him.
Because he's dead, I am going to move back up this table.
Right, Cultist is...
Because I think we're going to need to get up that staircase shortly,
dead.
aren't we? Or are we going down that? Oh, we're going down there.
Right.
Down south. We're going down south.
All right, I won't move back.
Right, it's my turn.
It's
my turn at things now. Right, this one goes first. He steps forward. His hands turn black and purple, and he reaches out and tries to touch you, wee Rab.
Show me on the door where the cultist touched you.
Can you point on the door where he touches you?
It was at the back of the head.
Right, he hits you. Right, horrible things happen to you. Right, this energy blasts into you and it seems to drain your very vitriol. Your life force is sucked out into his hand. Sengo, the next one does the same to you. He reaches out with his hand. 20, come on. Son of a bitch, but he misses you. Right, that's my turns.
He's just sort of like pokes us in the chest and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah. Rab's gone to moderate wounded off just being touched inappropriately off a cultist fanatic. Kalash, you're up again.
Oh, they are busy. I'll run over to Sango. Run,
Stab him in the back of the head.
And stab his new friend. I'll be like, no touchy, you silly pervy man.
Right, so you use your sneak attack as you're in melee range.
Bastard.
Oh, it's a dirty 20. It's so many damages. Right, ow! As you shank him, you prison shank him.
For my other action, can I throw my mace at the other one?
Yes, I will allow it.
As I've just took 20 damage off him and he's still on a yellow.
It's gone wild. Oh, it's a natural 20!
Not a gun. This is not.
No,
not an air, it's not.
Natural 20. Oh,
You didn't roll it. You didn't roll it in the window well. You just roll your mace attack.
Oh, it wasn't. I swear it was a natural 20.
Right,
Still hit.
It hits. Roll you down. Right, this mace whistles across the room, only doing 4 damage, but there's a clunk. Ow! Noise as it bounces off the cultist's head.
Back off his head.
And
We
he
have
goes.
not got time for this.
He goes. Who throws a mace? Right.
Honestly, that really hurt.
I'll turn around and say, where is the orc girl?
Emmylou limps into the room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding himself, barely able to stand up. Burnt with acid, killed with lightning. That's as far as you get. Earl, make an intimidate check. It'll be a DC 20 though, because these are fanatics. It's in the name.
Yes, but I have a double star on intimidation.
Yeah. So you'll have a huge bonus on it. Just roll.
No.
With a 3. It's like, hey, fuck you. We're trying to end the world here. I haven't got time.
Bonus.
I haven't got time for chit chat. Etigal, you're up next, mate.
Right, I'm going to dash forward, shift your horse, mate. There we are, and I shall shank that fella.
Oh, that's it. Now we're doing. Now we're cutting with gas. Or maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. Well, in that case, it's going to have to be the old. Where's the other one gone? It's going to have to be the offhand.
Oh well. Oh, that's a hit though. So as he's dodging out the way of one, you stick him with the other one.
Yep.
Right, you stab him.
Pretty much.
And that's your turn. Because you reaction, Shashelian.
Yep.
Right, I shall shoot them.
Right, you hit. Right, doing 6 damage. Wow, good rolls tonight, lads. Good rolls. Right, you shoot him again.
Do an aim shot this time.
Awesome.
Where you aiming?
Well, I'm going to shout behind you before.
And
Turning dead round.
do you know what, Dave? Give us a performance check. Give us a performance check. If you get a 20 or more on a performance check, he does.
If he makes this roll, I will shit a brick.
As will I. Oh! Right, so close. So
Everyone wanted it to happen.
he starts to turn, and you shout, "It's behind you!" And the other fanatic shouts, "Oh no, it isn't!"
Oh no, it isn't.
So he turns back round,
And I miss.
and you miss. But we got a laugh out of it anyway. Right, we wrap.
You know, try not to laugh at that fucking twat for me again.
If you miss, it's because you're laughing. Fucking hell. You hit, hurrah! For immense damage. Right, you bang him on the foot, and then you do anything for your bonus action.
I don't think I can't disengage.
You can't because you're not a rogue.
No, I'll just.
You could move the other side of him. You could dance around him nimbly like a nymph. There. Yeah, and
Yeah, I'll do that.
But no, I was thinking like to the south because at the moment now Andy doesn't get in there. Now Andy will get his stealth attack bonus. You see, right? Sengon.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and put away my shield.
That's a free action.
Sengo be getting sick of this shit.
Yeah, it's a free action, so you can unequip your shield.
Good. I'm gonna try for a mighty strike.
We believe in you. I'm just making sure your shield's unequipped. It's
Yes, sweet.
No.
All my shield's not unequipped.
Is now. Right, raising your sword in both hands, you take a massive swing. And how do you kill this guy with your first hit?
Slice him directly down the shoulder.
Then his
Like
arm
Terminator.
flops off. Yeah,
No. Like diagonally down in the neck area.
And he falls apart in 2 bloody lumps. Excellent. You can still use your move action.
I'm going to run to here, attack this guy. I'm going to try another mighty strike.
Yeah.
Right, I've just clicked it and it didn't happen. So if it rolls advantage here, it's because of that.
All right.
Yes. And now I'm just going to try a normal both hand strike.
That's a lot of attacks.
It's a barbarian. That's all they do is attack. Right. So he's surrounded and he's badly wounded. He's critically wounded. Right, Rick. He's surrounded. Okay. He's critically wounded. Yeah, well, you're not in melee range. You need to move around a bit.
Yeah. Can I jump off the table, or do I have to do athletics to jump off?
You can
do it like me, Nana.
You can get down easy because
I'll do it carefully and go. Oof.
Yeah, it'd be 10 feet, feet of movement to climb down.
Me bunions.
Oh, God.
Just target him and give a swing. Helps if I get the right dice.
Nice, you hit.
Death.
And how do you kill this guy, Rick?
Chop his head off straight through the middle.
Right. Okay.
And then spit on his stump.
So with a great swing, the head flies off and bounces across the room, and the cultist falls to the ground dead. Excellent.
Right. Let's get on with it, lads. We've got police
on south.
Right. You take a second or so to thingy, and then I hit start on the timer. So where do you head?
Timer.
You run to the south. There's a small servant hatch, and there's a doorway there.
Through the doorway. That's where we heard the noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll check the door for traps.
Alright, you can check the door, make a roll. There are no traps on the kitchen door. It just leads to the back to the kitchen.
Right, let's get through there, I think.
So you step into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Inside,
is Rab moving?
There's just pots and pans.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. Fuck. Do you know what? This could be, the next door in the forgery?
Yeah.
So we need to move around. We need to move to the forge. Wait, hang on. Is that door there to the outside of the pub? It is, isn't it?
It is, yes.
We need to go back round to where that
There's
young
door
man
here that says closed.
You're in the kitchen. In the corner's a trap door, and there's shelves and.
Oh.
Someone opened the trap door.
I'll quit. I'm going to investigate that trapdoor.
I hope not, because there might be something down there.
What are you investigating in the trapdoor?
I'm just going to say, put my head in and see if there's a. Does that take us to another level?
Can you hear the chanting coming from the trapdoor?
Intimidation. Right, the trapdoor's like, no, Daenerys, man. Aware.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's like open trapdoor. Investigation. Right, the trapdoor doesn't appear to be locked. It looks like it leads down to the cellar where they normally keep the cold food, the meat.
We can't. Can we hear anything from there?
Right, well, Rick, you're in the other room, but if you want to move forward and listen, you can listen.
Well, could I hear when I investigated it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear chanting from down that direction.
Right, tell the lads. I tell the lads. Earl tells the lads get in. We need to get down there quickly.
So you yank the trapdoor up. It leads down to the.
Wait, I want the party in the room first.
Right. So, the poor injured acid burn soldier stumbles into the room and he goes, "Do you mean me as well?"
I see you gone
through.
You're gone first, mate.
Oh, there we go.
Rich, does those steps go up or down?
They go to the upper floor. You've got 1 minute and 28 seconds left.
Right, we need to get in. We need to get in and go down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're dead.
You pull the trapdoor open. The trapdoor opens easily and leads down into the basement.
Are you pausing the timer then?
I'm just moving you over. The base, you see at the bottom, the basement goes around the corner. Do you run around the corner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 56 seconds. Pause that. Right. You run.
Oh my god.
Round the corner. You say.
Oh, there's fuck all there.
Nothing. There is. I haven't unhidden everything yet. Right. If you just give us a second. I was pausing the timer at 56 seconds before, because I have to open the tracker up and then find the combat thingy.
Do we all know what this woman looks like?
Yes. You see Earl's girlfriend standing next to a giant metal statue. Lightning arcs between the girl and the statue.
Kill her. Kill her now.
Bound in the corner is the owner of the inn, because you'd spoke to her earlier, and she's watching the proceedings with a mixture of anger and terror. In the back corner that looks like a bench, there's a small shrine to Talos set up, and that is literally humming with magical energy. Right,
should we try and smash the table?
Maybe the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kill them.
It could be a conduit of the power.
It might be worth, because it would be nice if it backfired her and she fried like orcish chicken.
So if you just bear with me 1 second, I will.
This is where the high level spells need to come straight out.
Aye.
Says the man with no high level spells.
I melt it.
Right, so you've piled into the trapdoor. In what order is right? So the Sengo and Rick, who's in next?
I shall go in.
Yeah, Kalash.
Then me.
They all followed. Aye.
I'll drop down and say,
order.
baby, it's you, not me.
And then who was after Kalash?
Me.
I'll go after Kalash.
Right.
I'll go after.
We got 56 seconds. A combat round is 6 seconds, remember.
I thought the timer had been paused on a combat round.
The timer has been paused. This is boss fight time, this motherfucker. Right.
Yeah, but is the timer still paused?
Right. Bring up the rear is the soldier on 8 hit points going, "I'll help, it's okay." Right. So I'm just going to roll initiative.
So it's basically Thalos is waking up and it's Thalos. She's trying to reincarnate him or whatever, or summon him to this realm.
Right, so this is what you see. Tiger's standing there, holding both of her hammers, wearing a plate mail. There's a giant statue that almost touches the ceiling. The statue has 2 arms. In each arm is holding a sword in the shape of a lightning bolt. It's got 1 eye and like a great winged helmet on its head.
So it's like a full-on rip-off of Odin and Zeus mixed in one.
Yeah, basically.
I can't say out.
I know you can't say out, Dave.
Because you're not in the room yet.
You're not on the map yet. Right, so what do you want to do? You've got seconds left. A lightning arcs between the statue and the...
I'm going to charge in, and I'm just going to have a fucking bash at her.
Right, so you charge in. Rick, what do you do? We're going in order here because obviously you're all stuck in the tunnel.
Yeah.
What do you do, Rick? Where do you go?
I'm stuck in the tunnel. So can I see as much as they can?
You can basically see what you can see.
Yeah.
But you're blocking everybody behind you. So what do you do for this one?
Move in.
So you move 6 squares this round. No, sorry, 5. You're only a stunty. You run in. Go on.
Yeah. moving in. Oh, all right, yeah.
Come on, move.
I've not got the right. I'm not on the map.
Oh, has the map sharing not worked? Hang on.
Nope.
Right, you're in the right-hand corner of the map. You should be.
Ah, right, okay.
Can you see yourselves in the right-hand corner of the map?
Yep. Right, okay. I move in.
To there.
I'm gonna go there, right next to a barrel.
Right, there you go. Stick yourselves in the squares.
Yeah.
Right, so next up is Kalash. You see these two come darting in. You obviously can't see anything in the room yet, but you've got your movement for this turn.
I'll walk in, put my hands in the air and go, baby, we need to talk.
She goes, I tell you what, Kalash, you genuinely give up your life and come join me in service of the Stormlord, and we'll make beautiful music together. I like you. You were fun.
Will the world have to end if we do it that way?
Not all of it, only most of it.
Then no. I like all of it. Well, apart from Waterdeep. Waterdeep is a shithole. You can have water. Nobody likes Waterdeep.
Right, so Earl walks in doing the speech from the Blues Brothers. Right, Ethical, you're up next.
Can I just ask, can you take a potion while you're walking?
Yes, I will allow you. I'll allow it.
And the other thing I want to do...
you need to heal yourself.
...is that silver Talos pin that we took off that other lass?
Yes.
That I have secreted about my person. I'm going to pull it out and stick it in the front of my cloak so she can see it.
Right, okay.
Right. I'll just do the potion and then I shall... then I'll move.
Yeah.
How do I do a potion of healing?
Right, you should have on your character sheet, under actions, a potion of healing. You do.
I do.
You click the tennis racket.
And then what do I do?
Target yourself.
And then there's a button that says heal. You click the button and it rolls your healing. See?
Hey,
Right.
that's clever.
Right. So you walk in, Andy, you see the state of this room.
Right.
Are you in that square or that square?
That's great.
Right, next up is Wee Rab in the order. I'm going to move you into the thingy and drawn up the rear.
Nothing on the map at all. I've just got black.
It should be.
I think you've got to move it over on the screen.
Yeah.
That's what I was confused about because I'd got it enlarged.
I tried that, but nothing still. Just try resharing the map, Rich, please. That's better. Right, I've got that now.
Yeah, it just must be a connection thing. So you've got 25 feet of movement, so it'll cost you like 10 to move around the corner, and then you can actually see what's happening. You've got 3 squares of movement left.
I'll do that.
Right, Shash, you move around in the corner. You see the statue. Like I said, great sparks of lightning are arcing between the statue and Bigger.
I've got a possibility here.
It's fine. We've got 10 combat rounds. It'll be fine. Right, so you move to there, Dave. Is that your movement?
Yeah.
Okay. And finally, the NPC walks into the room, stands there and goes, Mother of God! Like, limps in, holding himself. What should we do?
I wish you would run away.
He says, that seems like a good idea. Right, so, Tigger says, I'm sorry, you all have to die. Okay,
Thanks, love.
Kalash, you go first in the initiative round. Assuming you attack, well, Sengo's just charged her, hasn't he? He just went, fuck you, bitch, and charged her.
Well, I will slip around beside Sengor and stab her in the throat.
Right, okay, make your stealth attack.
While singing Love Hurts.
Love hurts.
Thank you, Cher.
Oh, yes, there's enough for everybody. Oh,
And
right.
I will get her with the
Stab her
offhand
with a
sword as
nasty, nasty amount of damage.
I'll hit her with the mace, well, because you know.
She says, oh, really, Kalash? Foreplay now, as if you hit her incredibly hard, she still seems quite healthy.
You know I don't do that sort of thing.
Right.
If I'm going in dry.
Ethical.
Right, I shall move a little bit, and I'm going to just get this out the way, because we know this isn't going to work.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
Fire the orb and it hits her. She's burned by the orb. Nice. She looks lightly injured as a fire orb strikes her. Right. Now it is...
I can't believe that actually worked.
Marisha sits in the corner being tied up. She's got a gag in her mouth. She's like wide-eyed and going, and seems to be trying to indicate something. Rick.
You know this statue?
Yes.
Do we get the sense that there's actual life in it or not?
Well, it hasn't moved yet, but it is. It's facing you for a start, and it's got lightning crackling between it and Tiger.
We're going to have to kill the statue.
I know, but I need to know if it's a.
It's the
counts,
table.
does it count as a
Something at the
creature yet?
table.
Do we know that if it would count as a creature? I suppose this is out of game.
Well, you can attack it anyway, whether it's an iron statue. It's
not that. It was for my banishment spell.
I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, just use this spell. It'll work on it. It'll be fine.
That would have been nice. That's the thing, if we have it as that. So I am going to... It's a statue, we could just blast it, yeah.
Well, she's
Right.
trying to summon
There's
it.
got to be
before
something
you-
to do with a table.
Yeah.
The table
You know
has
that-
the table has a small altar on it. There seems to
Yeah.
be several items on there, but at the moment you seem to be busy trying to kill her. She doesn't look worried by the fact that she's outnumbered 6-1, and in fact she's smiling and hefting her hammers and looking forward to a good fight. Apparently.
Yeah, she's an orc.
Can you
Would I
not
be
try
able
and
to...
squeeze round, Eric, and don't go between her and the statue. You need to go be on the beer barrel side to try and get round and maybe destroy that table.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if I'd be able to fire some Eldritch Blasts over at that table, try and destroy some of the altars. 1, 2,
It's a small shrine, but yeah, you can actually do that if you want.
Can you just water under?
1, 2, 3. I could probably go next to
You
her.
could easily get 5 and then
Yeah.
get on the other side of Tiga, Marisha.
Yeah,
well,
well, I
not
couldn't go
5.
through them, I don't think. But
Well, you can because that's 5.
actually,
meter.
no, sod that. I'll move over to here and can I untie a gag, Marisha?
Yeah, make a dex check. Make a dex check because it's in combat.
Yeah.
So would this be his move, Rich, or what?
Yeah.
Right,
It's his action. Yeah.
there you go.
All right. You quickly pull the gag down, and she goes, "The fucking statue!" And that's all she
Right.
gets to scream.
Right.
Right, Sengo, it's your turn.
We need to blast the statue, just
Statue.
not the table.
Right. Well, that's what she thinks.
Right, you target Tiger and you charged her, didn't you? So you like fucking let fly.
That's
Go
all
on.
right. I'm going to try a mighty strike on her. Right. I don't know why I rolled her advantage, and then we're going to just do a both-handed strike.
Yeah. You strike and you hit, doing 10 damage. You cause
So
some...
why is it? Am I targeting this woman?
Mhm.
Because I definitely targeted her.
No,
All right.
No, you didn't. You untarget it. I'll target it for you. You keep clicking it twice. There you go. Just target now. You can drag that and drop that on. You can
No,
do
I
it from
didn't
chat as well.
untarget her.
You can drag and drop the damage on the
Yeah,
total.
yeah.
Right, okay. And you hit her again. Right, she looks heavily wounded. She's still smiling at you. Blood starts to run from her various wounds.
She's
'Cause
not
it is
bothered, is she?
it probably is the statue that we need to destroy.
Right.
Like,
So now,
You mean the big statue or the little one, though?
right, there's a mistake here, but...
I think the big one.
I still think we should smash the table up.
Why don't we throw her
Right.
at the table?
So, she takes a swing at Sengo, because he attacked her first. This...
No, never. Kalash did.
You,
She
for
does
first in the room, you charged her.
I never
Remember?
hit a miss.
Do you remember when you said, I'll run into the room and charge at her?
Yeah, that's not attacking her.
Right. Oh, okay.
Semantic issue.
Right. She hammers at you, Sengo.
He misses.
She misses. She hammers again at you, Sengo. She says, Kalash, I'll get round to you in time. Don't worry. Right. She hits.
Are all orcs Russian?
You take
It's all
13
right,
amounts
baby.
of damage. So she misses. The soldier guy, he's like, what should I do?
Attack the statue, I say.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No, run away. Tell them we were heroic.
Okay. Do you want him to run away?
Blow the bloody
He's not going to be able to run anywhere if this works. It's the apocalypse. He's either dead or he's
attack the statue. Okay, he fires his heavy crossbow at it. He hits the statue. He goes, I don't know what to do, and it just bounced off. Right, we Rab.
Ooh, right.
Is there a...
Heat metal.
On the statue.
Yeah, listen, right. He read it. It says the object glows red hot.
Okay.
Could I somehow try and channel more energy into it to get it to go white hot?
Now you're just making shit up. That sounds like shenanigans. Does it say you do that? No, it does not do that.
But red hot's hotter than white hot.
Look,
So you would be cooling it down.
well, look, 'cause I'm just wondering, I could like maybe get it absolutely roasting hot and then fire tidal wave at it, and it'll cool down so it should crack and shatter.
Could you not
yeah.
just do that now?
Yeah, that sounds like it's going to happen, doesn't it?
That's not going to work.
Right through.
Just moonbeam it.
Right, what are you doing, Bracy?
Oh, I'll moonbeam the statue.
Okay, you target the statue, roll your moonbeam stuff.
Actually, unidentified creature.
It fails, roll your damage.
Great roll.
Right, the moonbeam burns against the statue. It doesn't seem to have had much of an effect. The unidentified creature, right. The unidentified creature slowly begins to move in a mechanical fashion with a great squeaking noise. There's a lot of lightning passing between the creature and Tiger. The lightning shoots into the floor and it levitates off the floor and then does a flying headbutt on Sengo. It literally moves forward and flying headbutts you.
Oh, fucking would, wouldn't it?
Which it hits for 15 damage. And then its two swords set about you and Kalash at lightning speed. So it'll attack you twice first.
Bloody hell.
The first one misses. The second one hits. Right. For 12 damage, Sengo's critical. It then targets Kalash and attacks you twice as well.
Seriously, the table. Kill the table. Go and fuck up the table.
Right. Right, it slashes at Kalash twice. It leaves both Sengo and Kalash critically injured. And that ends its turn. Shashalin.
Go and fuck up the table.
Can you shoot the table in the back of the head?
As a bonus action, I will summon a healing servant right behind Kalash so I can heal the both of them.
Okay.
You're a very good boy.
That is very
awesome.
nice.
That 1d6 hit points.
Better
Right.
now.
It certainly is.
Try and
Right.
hit this,
So what are you normal doing? Right, Dave, make a perception check. Oh no, what's the one where you it's like empathy?
Empathy?
Well, you know what the skill. Oh, fucking hell, do I have to-
Insight, you mean?
Yeah, make an insight check, Dave. Right, 23. Because there's only 9 rounds left till the end of the world, and you're about to shoot the table. Matisha sees you take aim at the table at the back, and she shouts, "It's not the fucking table! It's a fucking statue!"
Shoot her.
Right? Lightning crackles between Tiger and the statue, which is no longer unidentified. Because
Right, I'll shoot the statue then.
Right.
It's like Jason the Argonauts.
it is a bit
well,
like Jason and the Argonauts.
Does that not just mean we have to target its heel?
Right, you shoot the statue.
I'll do an aim shot at it.
Now it's about time to start disengaging and chugging healing potions, lads. Just saying. Right, so you shoot it twice. You cause some damage. It looks moderately damaged. Chips have appeared in it. Is that your turn, Dave?
Yeah.
Right, Kalash. Can you please target Kalash and Sengo and do the heal on them between turns, so I don't have to do it in between?
Okay.
Oh, lovely. It looks like you're having a bit of a scrap here. We want to get the bouncers out, don't we? Right, Kalash, what are you going to do?
Well,
You
I am going to sneak attack a statue, then disengage and drink a potion. I need to target the statue. Is it alt left click?
To target it.
Yeah.
Control, I think.
Control left click.
Oh, bounce up a throw. Then I'll disengage and drink a potion.
Okay, you step back and you swig a healing potion. That'll be your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Ethical.
Right, I shall step into Kalash's place.
Thank you, young man.
Oh, he plays a heroic song. Dun dun ch, dun dun ch.
And
I was thinking more like dueling banjos.
Oh, he hits.
And we might as well, since we're not doing anything else, we'll offhand it.
Nice, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, Ethical steps up. Many have mocked him for his habit of hiding in bushes. I mean, you're not sure what he does in there, the dirty little bugger, but when the chips are down, he steps forward, he's bringing it on. Nice, so you slash away at the statue.
He normally comes out the bush wiping his hand on something.
Oh. Right, so Marisha goes next. She's struggling because she's still bound, Rick. She will hold her action in case you're going to untie her. Basically, she can't do anything. And it's your turn next.
Question, am I in engagement with Orc Woman?
You are in her combat thing, so yes, you are.
Right. It's fine, though, because I just have to do a concentration check, I think. Right. I can see this massive statue, can't I, above us?
Oh, yeah, it touches the ceiling. It's like 13 foot tall. Lightning runs up and down it, and lightning passes backwards and forwards between Tiger and the statue.
Let's try it. I'm casting Banishment. I attempt to send another creature that I can see within range to another plane of existence. It must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Send it to Beric. Nobody wants to go to Beric.
Oh, shit. Right, okay, go on then.
Beric's nice.
It fails. Right.
Right, so The target, if it's native to the plane of existence you're on, it gets banished to a harmless demi-plane where it's incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left, or it doesn't completely destroy it, by the way, or left or in the nearest unoccupied space that its space is occupied. If it's native to a different plane of existence, which is what I'm fucking hoping, and when you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If this spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Right. Well, it vanishes.
The faint popping noise?
It doesn't vanish with a faint. It doesn't vanish with a faint popping noise, sadly. But it vanishes. This causes all of the lightning that was arcing backwards and forwards between Tiga and the statue to overload, and it suddenly all pours into her, and she literally, the lightning pours into her, and it comes out of her eyes, and it comes out of her fingers. She screams, and her head just explodes, scattering blood and brains all over you and Sengo.
I'm fine.
She
I've got
is
I can just make it clean.
very dead. In fact, everybody is just covered in blood and brains.
No, I'm not. Ethical got mine.
No, you're like massive.
Exit, take a stage left. Right.
I told you it was you.
Well, that worked.
Martisha looks on and goes, "What the fuck?" And she literally does a scanner and explodes. Okay.
Apparently, channeling gods is very dangerous.
Okay.
Somebody
Right.
tie the barmaid then.
Right. We have temporarily stopped the timer. Was it for a minute?
Yeah.
Right. So
That's more than enough
if
to
it's
get
native
that.
to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to Helmut's demi-plane while the target is incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left, and it's concentration of up to a minute. So I'm kind of got my eyes crossed.
So you're basically doing a Baby Yoda. You've got your eyes crossed.
Yep.
You've got your hand held out in the corner in the space where it was, and you're going, doing the Baby
Fuck
Yoda.
off, you bastard.
Right, so Dave, I suggest you roll your healing spells on Sengo and Kalash.
You know when it reappears.
Do we not get a minute worth of them
space
things?
is occupied
Yeah, that's
by
what I've just said.
a stick.
It unfortunately goes to the nearest unoccupied space.
Oh, really? This could be fun.
Right, okay, I did not expect this at all. Okay, so Dave, how much healing do you do? It's like...
I would say about 9.
Yeah, 9d6. Look, I'll just roll 9, Dave. 9d6, so 33 healing. There you go, I'll do it the quick way. So Kalash, you are back to full health.
This is good.
Rick hasn't been injured. Oh no, Rick had 3 health. So you've got time to move next to it. Sengo, you are up
23.
to 23 wounds, yeah.
Oh no, hang on. 56 to we're 33.
We Rob,
13.
are you running up close to it as well? Yeah.
I tell Emily to get right next to the healing one thing.
Moonbeam
Well,
going at the minute. Can I move it onto the statue that's on the table and try to melt it?
Uh-huh.
I think it's still going to come back, this thing.
Right.
I don't know.
Marisha shouts, "What the fuck are you doing?" as it easily melts the statue on the table. It's just like a cheap statue.
He really does not like statuary.
She's like, all of the evidence is on there. The maps that you need to proceed to the next part of the adventure. Everything, it's all going up in smoke as you start to melt away the table and all of the clues that are on it.
I'll turn around and go, it is a good job that you checked them beforehand so that you can fill us in.
Yeah, she stands there incredulously going, all of the clues are going. They are disappearing. Right.
Moonbeam.
You what?
Cut Moonbeam often.
Good job, there. Fucking hell, man. I'm literally the NPC's going, it's not the fucking... It's not that, it's the statue. Right, so you have a minute's preparation. The timer's stopped.
I have to concentrate,
above you,
so I'm just like
above
this.
you can hear that the thunder and the rain and the crescendo has started to ease off. It's nowhere near as loud as it was. You're not sure what will happen when the statue reappears.
Right, I'm going to take a...
Ethical. Yesterday, a farmer said to me, I have 68 sheep in my field. Can you round them up for me? I said, sure, that would be 70. We've got time to kill.
So, do you have anything else you want to do in this minute?
I'm going to use the potion of greater healing.
Right, the statue reappears. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, right? The lightning that was up down the statue also seems to short the statue out. The statue takes 4d10 damage, taking 24 damage. So now it is heavily damaged.
Oh, the fucker up.
Kalash.
Still think there's something wrong with that table, like.
There is
It's
now.
not even a table.
There is now. Right,
It's
Kalash.
smoking. First, I will say to Ethical, did you know my grandfather? He used to say, as one door opens, another one closes.
Right, so go ahead.
As I'm telling it, I will stab the statue in the back. Wonderful man, terrible cabinet maker.
Right. So you stab the statue in the back. Right, go on then. Right, you hit the statue. You stab it really badly. It goes, me feels.
Then I'll hit it with my mace. I'll bonk it one.
The statue is now shorted out. If you can imagine a robot that's kind of twitching and jerking, the lightning is shorted into it, and now everybody's just beating me boss mob to bits. Right, so, right, well played, Rick. Well played. Ethical.
Right, I hope the statue can say that I'm wearing a pin of Talos.
It's kind of seems to be having its own problems right now.
Not like, oh, that's a fancy pin. Is that for me?
I love your extra wear.
Alright, so it's critically damaged now. It's shorting out, it's jerking, it's like twitching, it's making geek noises. Marisha, you didn't untie Rick.
Right.
You've done your baby.
We re-gagged her. I re-gagged her.
You've done your...
Still targeted. I hit.
Oh, Eldritch Blast, you beast.
Oh, no, it's not exactly. I should have charged at it.
You really should have.
Right, no, didn't do very much.
Not at all. Right, okay. So you blast it twice, and it goes, what, really after all of that? Sengo?
I've still got a banishment, lad.
I'll say to Sengo, finish him.
And I sort of like look at you in the eye and sort of like nod knowingly, and I go for a double-handed strike.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the dragon.
Oh!
Fucking yes.
Oh, well done.
As soon as I say finish him, I'll actually turn around and start chatting to Edical as if
So how do you bring down the statue of Talos?
Hamstring it, then sort of like turn around and decapitate it.
Right, so you hamstring it, and then do you stop and like take time to look at the lads? So and like it collapses to its knees.
Look around as if they're going like, oh well, lads, give us a clap. Somebody start a slow clap.
While
and then I sort of like do a little spin around, pirouette spin on.
Sengo.
Yes.
You monkey in the bath. One says to one, says the other, ooh, ah, and the other one says, if it's too hot, I can put some cold in.
And then with a pirouette, Sengo spins round and severs the head in one clean sweep. The head bounces off the wall, lands on the table, goes through the table, scattering all of the clues all over the floor. Some of them are singed with moonfire. Some of them have now been damaged by lightning. And the statue lies dormant at your feet. There's a great boom feeling, and the magic in the air, the storm, you can physically feel it popping like as if there was a balloon had popped.
Someone turns off Phil Collins.
Yeah, someone turns off Phil Collins. You were 7 combat rounds from the end of the world. Just saying.
That worked. Rick goes over to one of the barrels and stabs it and like pours out some alcohol into it.
We all start. So like jovial flute and pan music sort of like springs in.
I'll go and untie the owner of the inn, and I'm going to suggest to her that she might consider another occupation.
Or maybe free drinks. Free drinks.
Yes,
Free drinks.
You do realise drinks are on us. Edrigal has to quickly take his pin off, not her upset her, because she doesn't notice his pin.
Right. Semi-burned by lightning and moonfire. There's a partially burned sack lying next to the altar. There's a bunch of papers. There's a map that was on the wall, but now has been partially burnt away in one corner. The map had one of those strange magical barcodes in the corner. And she's just like, Jesus Christ, that was close. What the fucking hell did just happen?
What happened was...
You daft bitch. Get us a fucking pint.
Sorted, lads. It's fine,
what
right?
happened was...
You pick up those maps and things.
There's something wrong with the cake shop in the town.
Right.
It says out. No. It says it's out. All cakes, 1 silver piece. I went in. They've got cakes and cakes and cakes, 1 silver piece. But one cake was 3 silver pieces. I says, "What's wrong with that cake?" She went, "Oh no, that's Madeira cake."
Oh.
Right, searching through the sack, you find this. There you go. You find 500 gold pieces.
Lush.
You find a bunch. You find a ring. You find a bunch of potions.
Is this coming up in the party pack?
It's in the party sheet, yeah.
Baby.
Okay. Right. The singed stuff that Bracey, the singed clues that Bracey was determined to destroy at all fucking costs. There's the map on the wall, and there's an opened letter, and get both of those items have the magical barcode in the corner.
If somebody could read the QR.
Who's
I'll
got
get my mobile phone out.
who's got the glasses?
Oh yes, the glasses. They would also help.
Yeah.
I'll put the Samsung glasses on.
Is it me wearing them glasses?
No,
you're talking about different glasses?
you're wearing the glasses that stops you being blinded in daylight and gives you extra vision. So who's putting the glasses on? Nobody's putting the glasses on. Right, okay. Well, that's the end of the adventure.
I would put Samsung glasses on.
Right, you put the glasses on. As before, there's a swirling of special effects, and there's lots of text becomes visible. The letter is in an extremely angry tone, and it says, "Tiger, do not fucking start the ritual. I order you. We do not control enough nexus points. It will not bring about the end of the world. It will just destroy a portion of the Sword Coast, and destroying Phandalin, Waterdeep, and Leilon is not what the Stormlord has planned." And that's what the letter says. You gaze up at the map, and you see it's a map of the Sword Coast, but it looks like there's lines drawn in different colours between various points around the map. There's the key in the bottom. There's 3 colours of dots, and it's got ley line nexus points labelled in blue. It has enemy shrines labelled in red, and it has friendly shrines labelled in green. And you notice that some of the ley line nexus points are controlled in red, and some of them are controlled in green. Importantly, there's where a lot of the nexus points all gather together is. There's a large green dot on an island off the coast, and there's a dot in Leilon, which is currently red, and there's a dot in Phandalin. But you can see all of these nexus points on the map when wearing the glasses. It's like a map of who controls what ley line. There appear to be ley lines and nexus points, and it looks like, according to the letter, the followers of Talos did not have enough nexus points under their control where they could destroy the entire continent just to the coastline.
Is this a map of all of the followers of Talos, so we can go like the fraternities in each area, we can go and wipe them out? Because that's what we want to do, lads. Let's be fair, innit? We killed the woman in Phandalin.
So it looks like
we've just killed this one here. So we've wiped 3 out.
Yeah.
So the only one left is the island, isn't it, surely?
The enemy, you assume that's the undead god, as marked in red. There's a red dot in Leilon. Leilon was attacked by the followers of the Stormlord. Silence.
So we need to find what they were fighting over in Leilon, then, don't we?
Yeah.
So we need to try and capture.
So now you've actually basically got a handle on what's happening. You're trying to control enough nexus points to power a spell to destroy the world. Tiger's gone off on her own, which you found out in the last letter. She took it upon herself to start the ritual. Whoever this mysterious person who's ordering her not to start the ritual and went off the fucking deep end with her, you haven't met yet or heard of, but she's obviously Tiger's superior.
Nice. We know where we've got ahead then.
Bedraggled, beaten, you take your clues and you head to the surface after having several pints from these barrels, and presumably are going to hike back to Leilon for a long rest. The storm starts to abate, and that's basically where this part of the adventure ends for this week.